Hello, and welcome back to Ace Attorney, the Chronicles of Ace Attorney, the Ace Attorney Chronicles, chronicalization of the Ace Attorney. Here we are again. I still don't know where we gotta go from here, but I was gonna try and I might as well record the difference, unlike last time when I was not doing the Five Nights at Freddy's finale. So, we'll see if I figure this out. We might be here for like 2 hours just on the same page with these two idiots, but you know, we'll see. So, last time we were here, we remembered, or we figured out, that the Omnibus has... That's not the Omnibus. And I have a headache now, what the heck. The Omnibus can open, meaning that the people from the top most likely killed him. And you know what's interesting too? Open it, open it. If we were to look here, there's a lot more blood on the bottom than there is on the top. It is blood. I don't know what's a part of it anymore. I can't even look up, that doesn't count for anything. Oh, wait! Ah! Yeah, look, there's blood up there, you stupid idiots. That's where I left off. I had to look at the clues. There's blood up there. He was originally up there. What do you mean it can't be related? Yes. Yes. What do you mean? I didn't have the right evidence. That's what was going on. I hate this stupid thing. Alright, let me save before everything goes downhill. Alright, the question is... This is the one. This is the one.
Objection!
That's not it. I swear to God. I swear to God. Oh my God. He said there was nobody up there dead or alive. Why is there blood? Okay, it's fine. Is it this one?
Objection!
Jesus. Finally. Finally. On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach, and immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight in the cabin below. Those are the facts, and the irrefutable proof remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in our very courtroom. What? That's utter humbug. Oh, you can't possibly have any evidence. No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible. Yeah, sure. Irrefutable proof here in this courtroom. Counsel, my lord, I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here. Has nobody checked it out? Where exactly within the omnibus is the evidence to which you allude? It's literally right here, you freaking idiots. Look up, look up. It's right there. Right there. Okay. I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong. Ah.
Got it!
By Jupiter! Is that blood? It's like you guys didn't even check the stupid thing. This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open. What? And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my. And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No. No. Yeah, what's wrong, guys? Oh, But the blood could have been sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. Oh God. And I only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight Joining, that would be very convenient. Oh. And let's keep in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? But... Yeah, you bastard. There's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't we have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? 'Tis all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath. That poor shows the poor fellow dropped from the far height. Right there, so it is. Oh, no! But it can't be. It's a... Low! Oh, Van Sykes, whose team are you? Oh my god, it's you? My fellow jury members, I think we can all agree that there's clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we? I believe we can. Yes, sir. It is clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? Silence. I won't tolerate any of the guilt carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it. I always knew that the nice gentleman who gave us the delightful pie couldn't have done such a thing. I tried no effort on these guys. I'm sorry. There's way too many people on this jury. On three, then, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Innocent.
Objection.
Oh my god. This jury sucks. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded. Oh, and what would you be referring to there now? A bloodstain in the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void. What? What the hell do you mean by that? I'm sorry. For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never exists. I'm sorry, what?
Objection.
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood. Oh, it's not, sorry. I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the Omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least not until this trial began. But... are you suggesting, Lord Sykes, that the stained blood was... fabricated, my lord, yes. And while this court has been in session... What the hell? What is happening in this case? On my side, I didn't suspect such crude reasoning from the prosecutor on your standing, Lord Van Sykes. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all over the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of Bailey. Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts. Adapt the facts? What does that even mean? Where is this wine coming from? When you wield a okay. That's fine. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of the crime, bribing witnesses. I toast your ability to concoct, the most convenient of stories, sir. Tut, Lord Van Sykes, this will not do, to be sure. Will it now, counsel? No.
I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched story, excused by a desperate man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say? But if yous will cast your minds back, it is not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time. How could anyone possibly have put a smear of blood in it without the world and his wife seeing?
What the heck?
Isn't that right now, counsel?
It is indeed. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time that court has been in session. My learned friend. Why am I learned? Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter, in your own words. As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think... Okay. Oh, with the smoke gun! With the smoke gun! It could have been possible! As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best I can. But still, I feel as though something more important is at stake here. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Good gracious! Explain yourself, counsel.
Smoke gun, son! Yes, there it is. It seems my learned Nibonese friend has no intention of running from this deceit.
Deceit?
I'm sure everyone will still remembers clearly the recess that we were forced to take as a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Thank you. The courtroom was filled with smoke and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and all the chaos. Holy 360. It could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Everybody calm down.
Are you wise?
Oh god. Hey bud.
What are you trying to pull, you rotten feckless gouger?
Oh god, feckless. Gouger?
You're supposed to be defending me. Tis a wicked plot. Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think it is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated earlier as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Inconsistencies such as... To start, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat.
Ah yes. When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have a smear of blood on the edge of the skylight. As I've said, that was not present at the start of the trial this morning.
Unfortunately, Lord Sykes, no one is able to corroborate these claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish for certainty if the evidence is a result of tampering or not.
Indeed, my lord. No doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to say such things. What do you think, sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? I have an inkling.
Yes, counsel.
There's one further inconsistency. Okay, well, I'm gonna save before I mess this up. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in devil's name are you gonna say now? If you dare betray me, you little Maggie, you better start watching your back.
Hey, relax, bro. Relax.
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense clarification.
This trial keeps making what? Yes, for real.
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel. What mark on the omnibus would not have been present in the beginning? What is the exact alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial?
Is it this?
Got it!
If we consider that the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, we would certainly expect to find bloods of where he landed. But as far as I recall, this blood stain on the cabin floor was not there when the Omnibus was first brought into the courtroom.
Good lord. Yes, I do believe you're correct, counsel.
Well said. Although, as an advocate for the defense, one might say that there was a very careless slip of the tongue. We're telling the truth. That's what we're here for. I believe that blood stain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that the evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there's at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Respect amongst colleagues? We doing this? Are you freaking Edgeworth's great-great-grandpa? Is this what we doing? Oh, he mad.
This trial is over.
Mr. McGilded.
I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court. But 'tis all over now.
But you're the defendant.
'Tis over, I tell ye!
Okay. Alright, then.
Memory, recollection, what people think they saw, 'tis all a nonsense. Facts are what counts, and the fact is that bloodstain is there now.
Well...
And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Raper Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am, and I thought better of Lord Van Sykes. Well, me lord,
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence, and in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to be continued. That's kind of messed up.
Your lordship, you can't be serious.
Lord Van Sykes, what is your position?
The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my education. As formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGillard was found not guilty. Yeah, which would mean we've won. Is that really the outcome? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Yes, my lord. I believe he's guilty. But am I allowed to say that? On the defense? I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good conscience attest fully to the defense's guilt innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is also innocent.
Gracious me! Order! This is an unprecedented... Who just texted me? Oh. Unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you sound of mind?
Oh, he's laughing. I can't do a laugh. I'm sorry.
Oh, 'twas a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was a grand decision.
What?
Well, I must say, I didn't expect quite such an exciting spectacle at the end here, but still, here, have this for your troubles, a little coin. Take a coin.
What?
Your job is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have.
What do you mean?
'Tis just as the right honourable gentleman can't go any more. And your closing statement there was, how did he put it now? Nothing more than a formality. I'm laughing.
Oh god, I can't do the laugh.
I'm laughing! There's my laugh!
That was actually pretty good.
I really don't want to know to make all of this. What is the evidence we've seen Virginia? It was a fake.
I don't know, his lordship would be funny. Silence. I think you Richard always guilty of something. I feel terrible. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us the lovely park. I don't know why I'm freaking different voice now.
Now that the proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea of not guilty.
I thank ye kindly, me lord.
Hold it! I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection.
But, we still haven't determined if the bloodstain in the Omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Sykes,
My lord.
the case made by the prosecution was fought, plain and simple. If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution has fought for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place.
I'm sorry, are we firing Van Sykes? Yo, my man. No. I didn't like him in the beginning, but no. He's Edgeworth. This is Edgeworth. I like Edgeworth. He's great grandpa Edgeworth. We not doing this.
Objection.
Objection. Are you sentencing him to jail? What we doing? When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Sykes ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair.
The culpability of the defendant has not the culpability of the defendant has not, at the present time, been established by this court. Consequently, the jury would not be required to proffer judgment. But
Well, Lord Van Sykes, it's been a pleasure, so it is. And for you, my dear fellow, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Yes, it has.
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Yo, he pissed. Magnus McGilded.
Good grief, you've more to say for me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning. Oh my god. This is far from over. My kids and grandkids will come for you, McGilded.
Well, something to be looking forward to then.
Oh god.
Something, laugh again, ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Man.
Wah, wah.
hey, not guilty.
The confetti feels lackluster. I don't like it. No. I'm not a fan. Stop it. Obviously, he tampered with the evidence. This is with the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day. The judge delivered his verdict, and my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty, ostensibly a victory for us. I don't like that we won. That certainly was a long trial. Oh yeah, it was. Your first ever trial on foreign soil and your first victory. It was a wonderful performance. My heartfelt congratulations. And to you, Mr. Sato. Thank you for your assistance. I suppose we should be happy. The trouble is, we're still completely in the dark about what actually happened. Well, we didn't have enough time. But isn't it wrong? I mean, who was actually responsible for Mr. Mason's death? We don't even know that. The sole aim of the defense is to obtain a verdict that exonerates the defendant. You carried out your duty to perfection.
Oh, that you did.
Mr. McGilded. The girl was with him too.
Well, it seems the stories are true.
What stories?
About the 6 enormous fireworks they do be letting off when there's a verdict of not guilty. I'm sure you must have seen them by now. Spectacular, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely.
I heard it was a sight to behold, and to be sure it was. And I've told you, I viewed it tank, I suppose, for then having an opportunity to see it.
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm sure I really didn't anything.
What on earth do you say, fella? How did I walk out of here free man, then?
I don't think it was much thanks to me as down to your planning.
You know too much. You're a straight-talking fella, aren't you? I must say you had me astray in the head there once or twice. But you're young and headstrong. 'Tis water under the bridge.
Congratulations, Mr. McGilded, on having your name cleared. But nothing's resolved.
There's only one thing that matters to me. They've all seen that I didn't do that odious, obscene deed. 'Tis grand, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Now the fine fellas of Scotland Yard can take matters in hand and sort out your wee details. Wugga! Let's see for what it was. They'll get to the truth. I've an absolute faith in them, so I have, after all. I do be providing a good number of their wages with all the taxes I pay.
How rich are you, Jesus? It's not that funny.
So then, as we agreed beforehand, 1,000 guineas for your troubles, fella.
Oh, no.
Alright, be wise. Yeah, humble people are you? You from the east?
Well, if you insist. You let him keep the money? You let him keep the money. Bailiff. I was just a regular. Mr. Magnus McGilded. Everything is ready, sir. If you'd like to follow me into the courtroom. Into the courtroom?
What's this evidence is sooner than I was led to believe?
I hope it's not inconvenient, sir. There were some changes to the schedule.
Well, I must be making tracks now. 'Tis time for the inspection.
Sorry, what inspection?
They're going to examine the omnibus again, so I'm told. I'm asking if I could present from myself.
They're going to examine again now?
Naturally, I'm under no obligation to take part in any of more of this matter now.
Well, I messed that up.
But as an upstanding member of London society, I do be doing my best to help where I can. Tis a gentleman. Tis a gentleman's duty, so it is. Then fare thee well. 'Twas an absolute pleasure. We'll see you again. I hope you have a whale of a time while you're studying here in Great Britain.
And there he goes. A free man. Oh, look at you. Oh, I forgot you were here too. Why? Don't move! Whereas I want to say, get a move on, she really does take forever to load that thing. Miss Lestrade, would you mind putting that thing down, please? Yeah, grown up. Sorry. And I ain't all grown-ups. What? I don't know who this would be. I'm gonna think it's male Strongheart. Oh, there you are! Oh, that is... That's not what... What the hell? Have we met? I don't think we've met yet. Yeah, we haven't met yet. Is this some kind of picnic? Who's it? Yeah, we haven't met. Talking to her. And taking that with you as well. I was looking forward to the trial run of my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah! What the hell's with all the guns? Oh, do you want to play? Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, good day. I'm, well, the inventor, I suppose, of that machine. The inventor. Well, normal smoke grenades are so dull. Don't you agree? White, white, and more white. If you have to be shrouded in smoke, it could be at least a pretty color, I thought to myself. Do we have to be shrouded in smoke again? No. I just took my eyes off it for a moment whilst I was changing it onto a different omnibus. She pinched it. Luckily, I fitted it with a telegraphic beacon. What? Anyway, you're coming with me now. Back to my laboratory. What for? To apologize, of course, silly. To my technician. What you may say sorry. You must say sorry. Can we get the names? An adult. I don't listen to no adults. She's gonna... Jesus. Come along now, then. Follow me. Before I shoot you in the face. Fine, have it your way. Oh, good. You see, I knew you want to do the right thing in the end. I'm fairly sure that's what she wants, is not to get shot by that massive gun. Thank you. Well, be leaving now, then. Goodbye. I'm so sorry for all the fuss. Alright. She was a lively one. Alright, what do we do now, Susato? Well, do you think perhaps we ought to be on our way now, too? Yeah, you're right. Where to, though? Oh, what? We haven't had time to find a place. We've just been sticking here. All your traveling cases are still with the bailiff. I was really planning to spend the day and search for some lodgings. But at this late hour and in the day, I'm afraid we may be out of luck. Don't worry though, I have a plan. If the worst comes to worst, I've heard of a lovely park where we could spend the rest of the night. Please tell me you're not thinking of the Gilded Park. I know it'll be a little bit chilly at this time of year, but our youthfulness will see us through. Oh, awesome. I'm not sure about that. I think a midwinter London night will freeze a young person solid just as easily as an older one. Oh dear, that doesn't sound agreeable. No, it does not. Now I'm starting to regret turning Mr. McGilda down. That would have... Yes, I know! That's what I was saying! Should've took it. And so, we failed. The trial to determine my worthiness for the study tour was over by the end of our first day in London. However, as we were soon to learn, there were more trying times ahead. Just as the Reaper of Valley had warned, the case was far from over. ¿Qué pasó? Oh. What is happening?
Get the fire brigade! Water!
Someone...
Bring water!
Really? Really?
What the... How did this happen?
I don't know, sir. By the time I got here, it was already engulfed.
No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
All of y'all suck at your job. Someone's in there! Watch it be Van Sykes.
Oh, good God.
Open the door?
There's someone in there.
Can someone open the door?
This can't be.
Actually, I was pretty close with his voice. Okay, it's not Van Sykes. Is it Mr. McGilded? Do I have to protect him? No, not. Mr. McGilded wouldn't kill himself. What's that? What's the point of that? The realm of the Reaper. Say yes, please. We're on episode 3. Oh yeah, that was the first one. I'm sorry, am I almost done? No, I'm almost done. Okay, time out. Select adventure. Okay. Okay. I'm almost done with the first one. There's 5, so I think there's 10 cases in total.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary scene had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
An hour of metal strong part. Did you sleep last night, Mr. Naruto? I did not. Not at all. It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? Was it? I couldn't notice. The rooms were luxurious. I felt like we were staying in a mansion, in a palace. Close enough. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than the day even in the middle of the night. What about the enormous beds? After my time on the SS Buria, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of space. I spent the entire night rolling from one side of the mattress to another. Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except... when I learned what we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare. In a lodging house in Japan, the sum of money would put a roof over your head for a whole year! I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill. Oh my god. Well, never mind. Both must find some more affordable lodging straight away, though. Jesus.
Oh, good morning to you this early hour. It's me, Bale Strongheart.
Oh yes, well. Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report an outcome of the trial at Old Bailey yesterday. Doesn't even battle either.
Yes, I believe you had a very comprehensive initiation into the British courtroom practices.
Oh yes. Very eye-opening indeed, sir. In accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been apprised of the events. You conducted a remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed.
Oh.
No longer a student of the Empire of Japan, you may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer. My country is delighted to welcome a young talent from a remote eastern island.
That is not what I'm doing. Thank you very much.
Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you, actually. I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that you won't be a problem.
Another case already.
Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience, I'm sure.
I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I? It's just that yesterday's trial ended very unusually.
What's to come to terms with? The man was clear. What more were you hoping for?
Are you in on this too? I'm not reading this because we literally just saw this. Bastard. Start clapping faster. Mr. Naruto, it's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth, and then the trial ended.
Well, you needn't let it trouble you for a second longer.
Sorry?
Oh god, what do you mean by that, Lord Strongheart?
Magnus Guild has passed away. Oh my god, he did die in the fire! I am protecting what's his face? No. What? Mr. McGilded is dead?
I have 19 minutes and 41 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk.
Oh, don't do this. Converse. Present. I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead?
The trial concluded yesterday. There was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you presumably recall, an omnibus had been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes, of course. That was the scene of the crime where Mr. McGilded was being accused of.
Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
No.
Yes.
How could such a thing have happened?
It is being investigated as we speak, but already... I have already identified a corpse inside the charged shell of the carriage as that of Mr. McGilded. It's awful. The man must have slipped inside whilst the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
The bailiff really needs to pay attention more.
And how could it have happened? Also being investigated as we speak.
Immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilded did not mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Well, I must be making... Oh, I'm not reading this. I already read this. He was going in for the inspection.
That's the inspection of the omnibus.
Not to my knowledge. I don't believe Scotland Yard had any intention of re-examining the piece. But then who was Mr. McGilding talking about? Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation. This is a matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave this to the police. Poor Mr. McGilded. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll miss his voice, I'll be honest. What the hell is that? So how did you find your first taste of the country Supreme Court? They don't know what the hell is going on the entire time. That's what I'm saying right now. Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped in solemnity. A Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system. Shizada-san has such a way with words. And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. Damn, alright. The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. Learn all you can. I already know exactly what's happening. We're gonna have to protect a guy. It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple affair. Simple? That was simple? As I believe I mentioned yesterday morning, it was a trial you couldn't lose. I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case with anything but simple. Circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. You laughing? Is something funny? Oh no, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that can only be attributed to exceptional talent, wouldn't you agree? I would not agree. Well, I don't know about that. Well, never mind. An undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I prepared the new case for you that I mentioned before. 100%, I know what's going on. Could you perhaps give us some more details on the case? I know exactly what's happening. Yes. Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment at all. In fact, this case is completely different. I see. This is to say no one has died, as yet. I thought you just said McGill had died. And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly. 23 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds. But he's dead. It's left me wondering if it's really cut out for being a lawyer. I don't know if I could face standing in the courtroom again after McGilda's trial. Ah yes, I nearly forgot. There is one similarity with yesterday's case, which is, once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense. Oh. If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. If that happens, I need to remind you of the inevitable outcome. Terrible end awaits the defendant. Yes, that's right. So I have to defend him. That's all he's saying. I thought I was already going to defend him. He's confusing me. Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me now. I would advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. Go get 'em. The clock is ticking. There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits. Screw the court, man. And one more thing, Mr. Naruhodo. There is something I should like to ask you. What is it? Yesterday you remarked upon something. That you intend to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Hosoki. Yes. I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds. What? Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the great justice system in the world works so he can change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I work towards that myself. And there's another thing. Another thing? Continue. On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. There's something very important that I have to do. Something very important. And exactly what that would be. He never had a chance to tell me. Suppose he would have done... And you're out of time. Well, thank you for your enlightenment discussion. Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Sogi never once mentioned it. Hey, you don't mind that. We're friends. I urge you to both focus on your attention of the matter at hand. The hell? Oh, it's this the freaking cop. He'll be able to apprise you on the details. How long has he been there? He's been there the entire time. I wish you the best of luck. Bid you farewell. What do I have to do? Kazuma-sama, what did you mean? I wish I knew. Anyway, we had better talk to the detective, don't you think? Yes, you're right. Watson! Why are you mad at me? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna save now and stop now, because I'm getting tired. Oh, Steve, I'm confused. Okay, now I'm confused though, because I thought Ben Sykes was gonna be on trial, but I guess not. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you again. Have a good one. And goodbye.